to even our listeners, they listen. Because even our grandparents said almost about the same thing about our parents.
Exactly.
And I want to imagine, even us growing up, our parents also told us almost similar things, that we are different. And we are the current parents, because even we have a Gen Z in our own home.
Yes.
And we keep saying, yeah, they are different. Yeah. And maybe the question is history repeating itself?
Look at that.
Yeah. But I would also maybe want to imagine that this new generation, even the ones that have come now, we are hearing about Gen Alphas, I don't know, the current one. Yeah. We expect them to communicate, maybe like the baby boomers, that age. Yet, they were not born in that generation. They've been born in a different generation of social media, artificial intelligence. The world is changing every now and then. It is AI, you know. And the truth is, Bramwell, even as we look at everything and all those other generations that came before us, is that the environment actually shapes our experiences and shapes who we are.
That is true.
So because we often just see the behavior, and we don't want to see the burden that these people are carrying. We see the phone, but we don't also see the loneliness that these people are also experiencing behind that. Yes, you have followers, you have likes, We see these people who are very confident. We're seeing they're creating good content, they're entertaining us. But at the same time, they're the same people who are very anxious. They're very stressed out here. Maybe sometimes we see their attitude, and maybe sometimes we also forget to see that they're also struggling with their identity. We see rebellion, like any other, maybe even the space that they are in, this stage that they are in. But they're also searching to belong. They want to belong somewhere. And there's so much that Gen Z is experiencing as we continue even unpacking today. And it's important that we as parents also, or even as the community, we sit back and really ask ourselves these questions. Maybe not necessarily what's wrong with Gen Zs, but what has really shaped them. Because once we know what really shaped them, and here we are saying it's what they've gone through that has really shaped them. I want you even maybe to imagine you're a dad of a 20-year-old, and you walk in, you've come from work. You find your son there on phone, scrolling. Maybe they're on TikTok, maybe they're doing their thing, because we know these gadgets mean more than just social media. And immediately we are quick to just say, these young people, they're just too lazy. And can you imagine what the son maybe at that time is even asking themselves? They're just thinking, these people don't even understand me. Why call me lazy? Because we're not saying the dad is wrong either, because that's what they see from their worldview and from what they know. But I would want to imagine that neither of them is entirely wrong, and neither of them is entirely right.
And Joyce, I like the example that you've just used, because I have a chance of experiencing exactly what you've said, because there is a certain gentleman whom we were just talking over the weekend, and he's also dealing with Gen Zs. So there is a parent who brought him the son, and he was complaining that the son was spending a lot of time on social media, laptop, or the screens, it's not talking with them. Akikuja wakati wa kula anachukua chakula, back to the room. Ukifuata kidogo utampata na kameza kwa kona, ako kwa laptop, all right? So they had a lot of banter into the house. So he decided, no, let me seek a second opinion about this gentleman. So he referred the boy to this gentleman. The gentleman comes to this friend of mine. They have a sitting, and my friend strives to understand what this young man is actually doing and why, because the parents were saying he's actually addicted to the social media or to the gadgets. But now, This boy shocked the gentleman. He opened his all what he's doing on social media, and my friend was shocked that kumbe this Gen Z is actually working
Yes.
online. He has formed his company. He has employed his fellow Gen Zs
Yes.
working online
Yes.
and getting a lot of money.
I am glad that you
Look at
brought
that.
that example.
Yeah.
That's the reality of the Gen Zs and the young people that we have now. You know, they're the same generation who, unlike the previous generations, where we used to have formal employment.
Exactly.
Our generation used to actually have thought that you need to just get a job. And some of them, even the previous generation, they used to be, you know, you finish college, you either join the army,
Yes.
you are a doctor, you know, you already joined the profession and the job is there.
There was a structure.
Yes, but now here we are in a generation where there are no jobs.
Yeah.
They've got into a challenge where they have to create their own jobs. And how can they do that? They can do that online.
Yeah.
So this young man, I'm very proud of him that he's able to even not just create a company for himself, but he's also pulled in other young people to,
exactly.
you know, to grow together.
And within the same breath, Joyce, you see, look at the parent
Yes.
and this Gen Z. Wanakosana kwa sababu wazazi hawaelewi. Meaning that parents are coming from somewhere,
Yes.
and this Gen Z is coming from somewhere.
Yes.
There is a clash in between. I want you to help us understand this clash by briefly taking us through the different generations and explaining how each one of them was shaped by the world they grew up in.
Yes. Asante sana. And maybe we can start. I know there are different classifications of different ages.
Yeah.
When I was doing my research, also using the AI, the technology that we have.
Yeah.
So the different, every generation actually has been shaped by the major events that happened during that time. Be it technology, the parenting styles, the education system, and even the culture of that time. So you find, like, for example, the silent generation.
Yeah.
They are called the traditionalists. And this is the age, these were the ones that were 1928 maybe to 1945. These people are around maybe 80 to 90, almost 100. That's the time where there was world war, scarcity, discipline, order, duty, respect for authority. And their values were more of sacrifice, hard work, loyalty, you know, and all that. You can imagine that's a different generation altogether. Their worldview was very different. Now come in baby boomers. And these are the ones of 1946 to 1964. This is now the post-war. There is now maybe stronger institutions, economic expansion, a bit more stable jobs. Here, they are more into their careers, commitment, trying to find stability after the shake-up, and all that. Then, the next generation is Generation X.
Yes.
These are the ones 1965 to 1980. These are in their 40s to 60s. And if you look at this particular group, there was a rise in even relationship struggles. Because at this time there was more greater independence. Technology was in the early stages, and there were a lot of economic changes. These people were the ones who were trying to find work-life balance. And they were more adaptable, and they were more, can call it self-reliant. So you see, this are totally different generation. Then there's this new group that also seem to be competing, or we are the parents of Gen Zs, the millennials. I like the way they are trying also to be very relevant in this day and age. And yes, they from the 80s all the way to mid 90s. These are people who are in their early 30s, all the way to mid 40s.
Sema kina Bram.
Kina Bram. Hata sisi tuko hapo ndani. Sisi sote tulikuwa wakati sasa mambo ya higher education imekuja.
Ndio hiyo sasa.
Tuko mambo ya internet revolution, mambo ya globalization, mambo ya social media. And here there was a lot of flexibility, more of experiences over possession. We want to travel the world. We want to do more collaboration.
Yes.
We are also trying to find purpose and meaning. Then come our Gen Zs now.
Yes. The ones we are giving back
the ones that we want to highlight today more. Sasa hawa, they are late 90s to 2021. They are 14-year-olds to around 29. And now this generation is the one that they've not known life without smartphones. And that's where you see, we call them addicted, but they found it.
Exactly.
They're in it.
Yeah.
Actually, they came in at a time where there was no buffering. They know high-speed internet.
Exactly.
Like I know in my house, if the internet is down,
ooh,
everyone is frustrated. They're in social medias. They're in, maybe in our time, maybe there was just maybe, I don't know, a few of them. Facebook, I don't know. Nowadays, there are many, even they tell you some of them and you're amazed. Yeah. They're also at an era of instant things. Yeah. Instant communication. Look at even shopping. You order.
Exactly.
Glovo.
Imekuja.
You want food, you warm it.
Exactly.
Microwave.
Yeah.
You remember our time ulikuwa unawasha jiko kabla iwake na hii baridi kwanza.
Ndio hiyo. Kuni.
Yes. So we are different generation. There are different generation. There's also this artificial intelligence which is growing.
Yeah.
And online learning. Who would have thought?
By the way.
Yeah. We used to, if you have to travel all the way, be present.
Yes, physically.
Physically, yeah. But now things have changed. So we are talking about a generation that, unlike previous generations, they did not adapt. They did not adapt to technology.
Yeah.
They were actually born into it. Yes, and technology is something that they use regularly because it's there, and that is the environment. And even when you look at these others that now have followed them, the Gen Alphas, who are maybe 1 year to 13 years, then I've had the emerging one now, the better generation, better. They are still 1 year and below.
Yes.
So yes, and things have really changed. And looking at all these generations, it actually makes us understand that we are totally different.
Different, sure.
Yes, even our times and everything. And maybe even as we now explore more of Generation Gen Zs, we are able to now see the distinction of what shaped them and why, they are how they are.
Good.
Yes.
I like the way you've actually broken down these 7 generations up to Gen Beta, 1 year and below. And you see, a lot is going on in my mind. I'm just thinking, how are these millennials, right? Just an example, when they look at Gen Zs, what is going on in their mind? Let's take a very short commercial break, Joyce. When we come back, we'll continue the conversation, my dear listeners. 0712223385 is the SMS line. Do you have a Gen Z in your house? Talk to us.
Waumini FM.
Are you ready to start a rewarding career in the medical field? Melda.
This is Radio Waumini 88.3 FM. 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 This is Radio Waumini 88
of the bishops.
Yale ambayo ningependa kueleza vijana wetu ni kwamba hivi karibuni kuanzia tarehe 18 hadi tarehe 26 Julai mwaka huu kutakuwa na kongamano la maaskofu wa eneo la AMESEA ambao watakutanika katika jiji letu kuu la Nairobi, pale katika chuo kikuu cha Kwea, na ningependa kuchukua nafasi hii kuwaalikeni nyote vijana wetu ili tuweze kushiriki haswa katika misa ya ufunguzi ya siku hiyo. Na katika mazungumzo na majadiliano ya wakati huo, mada itakuwa inahusiana na vijana, mambo ya vijana ambayo ni muhimu, vijana ambao ni wengi sana katika eneo hili la AMESEA, vijana ambao kwa mambo mengi wanatarajiwa kuleta mabadiliko mengi ya kiroho na masuala mengine ya uongozi. Kwa hivyo vijana wetu tunasema karibuni sana, mzidi kutuombea na tunawapenda sana.
Mkutano mkuu wa maaskofu hao utafanyika katika chuo kikuu cha kanisa Katoliki Kwea kuanzia tarehe 19 hadi tarehe 26 mwezi wa Julai. Sote tumealikwa. Kauli mbiu ya mwaka huu ni safari ya sinodi kati ya AMESEA na vijana, kujenga madaraja ya ushirikiano, matumaini, haki na utawala bora. AMESEA Synodal Journey with Young People, building bridges of communion, hope, justice and good governance.
This is the voice of the bishops.
Yale ambayo ningependa kueleza vijana wetu ni kwamba hivi karibuni kuanzia tarehe 18
Waumini 88.3 FM. Which generation do you fall in, by the way? Of the 7, zenye Joyce are the highlight, and has explained, where do you fall? Do you now understand where you fall? And now, I'm happy you are now beginning to see why you are having those, you are rubbing shoulders with your son or your daughter, if they are Gen Zs for that matter. And Joyce, as we've said, this is a generation that has come with a lot of criticism, a lot of naming, shaming, and name them everything. So before we criticize this particular generation or even praise this particular generation in equal measure, perhaps we should first understand who they are. Who exactly is Gen Z and what makes them so different from the previous generations?
Very true. I think we should start by understanding them. I think it helps when we are able to understand them. Because this generation, Gen Zs, they are completely different. Yeah, and they cannot be like the previous generation, because most generations we build from the other generation. So for them, they're also building from the other generation, but at the same time, there are many things that have shaped them to be who they are, and that's why we keep saying they are a different generation. We cannot change them to be something they're not. It's like we cannot take fish out of water and expect it to be a bird.
Exactly.
Or even the child, Gen Z, who was born in Nairobi. We cannot expect them to be or to behave like someone else who was born in Nairobi in the 60s. things have really changed.
Sure.
Many things have changed. Many things have happened, and because we are products of where we grew up, we are products of the schools we attend to. We are also products of technology, of the economic conditions that we also inherit, of the relationships and the different experiences that we go through, and even opportunities that are available or are presented to us, and even historical events that we witness. And we'll see that these Gen Zs have experienced a lot. People are so quick to judge them, but this is a generation where some of them, as we've said, some of them are in high school, some of them are in the universities, some of them are beginning their careers. Of course, some of them are married, some even are parents. And they are, unlike other generations, they've known the technology and all that. And I had you during the introduction calling them digital natives.
Exactly.
Yeah. Unlike some of us who would call ourselves natives from our rural.
Yes.
We only knew the nature. Mashinani huko.
Yes.
So this generation, there's a lot of digital revolution.
Yeah.
Because we are looking at them, there's a lot of information. You know, for some of us, we had to look for information.
Yeah.
Go to libraries, go to schools. But for them, there's actually almost information overload.
Exactly.
Because there's information everywhere. Every second, they are learning something. They're comparing themselves to everyone else. And like us, we would compare ourselves to our neighbors. Jirani yetu hana TV.
Exactly.
Na sisi tuko maybe na TV ya black and white. Wale wako na color. You know, just around here. But now they're out there. They're comparing themselves globally. Yeah. They're able to access millions of opinions.
Yeah.
And they are watching events unfold from everywhere. They're able to see even other Gen Zs. What are they doing out there?
Yeah.
They're able to say India is doing this. What is doing this? And they're able even to ask themselves where they are and question. So we also seeing them in these digital spaces that they're also creating. They're able to learn so many things because it opens them up to many opportunities as well. And this, of course, it has its advantages and disadvantages. There's that information overload that we're talking about. We're also finding them because they know if I scroll, I'll find something. So even there's studies have shown shorter attention span.
Exactly. That is very true.
Yeah, which also come in because of many other things.
Yeah.
Maybe lack of sleep, too much asserting of themselves and trying to be everywhere and anywhere. There's a lot of constant comparison and, of course, even decisions become very tough for them. So there's decision fatigue for them. So this generation also, the other thing, apart from just the digital space, the social media. Social media has come in and we are seeing it's changing them. They're also getting jobs there. But at the same time, there's a lot of filters. There's a lot of masks that that is also there. People showing, living a different life, yet in reality, that's not what is really there. And it creates a lot of pressure. Even photos. You don't want to take a photo of yourself the way it is. We put, I don't know,
you edit well, needy, before you upload on social media. Because of that particular social media pressure that we're talking about here.
Yes. And also that has made them, because of that, they want to know what other people are doing. So there's also a lot of FOMO, the fear of missing out.
Exactly.
So they want to know what's happening. I've not checked my social media. Could there be something that has happened? I need to be updated on what they're following on stories that maybe necessarily you can't follow everything. I mean, it would take years and years for you to, you know, but it has also created a lot of anxiety. And it has also brought in, I can say, low self-esteem, need for perfectionism, which mostly is associated with a lot of fears. They fear to be judged. body image, how they look, or how they need to look, and even the imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can find that many of them are very connected out there, yet they're very lonely. Yes.
Yeah.
So as we continue, maybe we'll look also at some of the paradoxes
Good.
that are happening, because
Right.
they show that there are some things that are really happening, but they're also conflicting with the reality of things. I think also the other thing that shaped this generation is COVID-19.
That is very true.
So you find that this generation experienced something that previous generations never imagined. Schools were closed. Churches were closed.
Yeah.
Everything was postponed, from graduations to, weddings, everything. Friendships became virtual.
Yeah.
You could not go outside. There were a lot of restrictions. And many of their important milestones were also interrupted.
Yeah.
So you find that many experienced uncertainty. Many also experienced a lot of grief because they didn't know what will become of their dreams and what lies ahead for their lives.
Yeah.
So also that disrupted education. You can imagine maybe you've just joined school or you just joined university and you're wondering what will become, will I continue with my education? How will life be? And it also brought financial hardships.
Sure.
Because during that time, many people lost their jobs. There was a lot of redundancy, and many companies closed and businesses. So it was a tough time.
And that is why you will hear, when we interact with most of them, as I have, you will hear there is a language they are saying. Most of them don't want this formal employment. Utasikia, mimi 8 to 5, mimi hiyo staki. Because of that fear, they have seen how their parents struggled when they were laid off, all right, or their salaries were cut as a result of COVID-19.
Yes.
Wow.
That was quite a defining life event.
Yeah.
That for sure it impacted them in a big way.
Yeah.
Because that's what they saw. Yeah, and that's what they experienced fully. Yeah, so we cannot take that away. The fear that, they would want to also create their own. Yeah, that's why you find someone today in the morning, they are a banker.
Yeah.
But in the evening, they find a gig. They are DJing.
Exactly.
Or they are a photographer.
Yeah.
They're doing content, or even they are picking something totally different, farming,
Like there is a lady, a young girl, and I bumped into her on social media.
Yes.
This girl, she's employed at a hospital, Upper Hill. Once she's done with the shift, do you know what she does? Anavaa overall, anaenda pale Marikiti.
Yes.
And using her social media, anaambia watu badala wewe kungangana kuja Marikiti, call my number.
Yes.
Do the order. Nitakununulia, nikulete. That's what she's doing. Look at that.
That's amazing. I'm liking that they are also taking up such opportunities. You kujituma, picking up errands.
Exactly.
Yeah, people are busy. If you're able to solve a problem for the society,
Why
you become
not?
very useful.
Exactly.
And maybe that also brings us to maybe the economy.
Yeah.
That the Gen Zs are also facing currently.
Yeah.
And the truth is that previous generation believed that study, get a job, work for 30 years, retire. Go, yeah, that was like,
Exactly.
Paka unajiuliza tutengeze ka retirement home. Yeah. But this generation, I want to believe, is very different.
Yeah.
Majority of them, as you've also identified, they're unemployed. They're still looking for meaningful employment.
Yeah.
So what they're doing, they're also trying to create their own jobs. There's the rising cost of living.
Exactly.
They are at a time where maybe even previous generation would say tulikuwa tunanunua gazeti shilingi 10, and here we are this time. Things have really changed. The same bread, same even smaller size is way more expensive. So it's a different challenging time. Be it even housing challenges, the debts, we are seeing now, we are talking about trillions. Sometimes I struggle. How many zeros does it have? Yeah. And even some uncertain career paths.
Yes.
You're seeing also the growth of different, not your usual careers.
Yes.
There's a rise of different careers that even other generations don't understand.
Yeah.
And they're wondering, how will photography pay for you?
you?
How will being a DJ
Yes.
help you even raise a family?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like, So, yes, what we're also saying is that these people are not lazy.
Yeah.
They are just simply navigating a very different economic time, and they need to be understood.
Yeah.
That they're different. They value flexibility.
Wow. You've brought in a very, very important point. Flexibility.
Yes.
Na hapo sasa ndio shida zinatokea.
Yes. They want multiple income streams.
I gave an example here.
Yes.
When I had a guest some time back. Nikasema there is a lady who was lamenting on social media.
Yes.
Okay. Akona chemist hapa town.
Yes.
Right? One of the streets. So she decided to employ a Gen Z. They are versatile, they are aggressive.
Yes.
So a Gen Z came, akaangalia, this Gen Z actually by training, he's a pharmacist.
Yes.
Which makes him a perfect fit for the job. All right? Sasa kawesa, now wewe utakuwa in charge ya hii. I am busy doing my things. The lady doesn't visit. Ya anaona tu, akiangalia account, pesa zinaingia, biashara. She's monitoring everything and everything's running well. Do you know what this Gen Z did? The moment he was given the job, he decided, ala, mimi, hata nitajiri wenzangu. Akatafuta wa ile. Akawaleta, akaweka kazi. Alright? Hakuambia mdosi wake. Sasa hawa, wako kwa payroll yake.
Ile anapata it's enough to take care of the others.
Exactly.
Interesting.
And him, akona job yake kwa social media. So yeye atafungua, wenzake wako kwa counter, yako kwa laptop yake.
Yes.
Working on his own terms.
Yes.
Look at what they're doing. Now the lady was asking, now, do I fire this gentleman? Sijapata shot. Customers wako. Pesa inaingia. What do I do?
I'm telling you, they are like that, and they are versatile.
Yes.
They can do things. Like you see now, they're able even to go to social media.
Yeah.
Move sales.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They will.
And even bigger sales.
Yes.
Than even if you just open the door and you expect just walk-ins.
Yes.
So they're able to deliver.
Yeah.
They're able to put the business out there. Even you find, because I see even some of these Gen Zs and I admire them.
Yeah.
The confidence, they're able to market a business. They're here in Nairobi, but they're sending things even out of the country,
Imagine.
everywhere and all over in just a minute.
Yes.
They know how to package it. So why not employ others?
Why not?
Bring them in.
Exactly.
And there's an opportunity. And I like that they are open.
Yeah.
Most of some of these jobs also, many people tend to be gatekeepers.
Yeah, exactly.
They want to have the job by themselves, hold it, and
Yes.
benefit by themselves.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing Gen Zs are
These
just
people,
open.
they are givers.
Yes.
They support each other. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Those are the Gen Zs.
Kabisa.
And now that we've actually understood where they're coming from, Joyce, I want us to take a very short break for news at 9.
Okay.
And I'm glad that you've decided, Bramwell, I'll stay put to ensure that they understand this category of people well.
Yeah.
And thank you for that. We're going to be back, my dear listener, and also I'll be looking at your feedback. Keep sending those questions. Leah, I've seen you. I'll be reading your feedback once we come back at 9 after the news. And when we come back, now Joyce will be taking us deeper, because now people are saying, okay, we understand them, they are a different generation, ni sawa, these ones are tech savvy, ni sawa, but why do they think they are so different from us? You're going to respond to that question when we come back. All right, my dear listener, it is getting nicer, by the way. If you have a Gen Z and you're enjoying the conversation, 0712223385, we're going to be back with Joyce after the news.
Nataka kutende nini? Akutende nini wewe?
Nchi wanachama wa AMESEA ni zipi? Wanachama wa AMESEA ni mabaraza ya maaskofu wa kanisa Katoliki kutoka Ethiopia, Eritrea, South Sudan, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Malawi, Zambia. Na jukumu kuu la AMESEA ni lipi? Maaskofu wanapokongamana katika mkutano mkuu wa AMESEA, wao huwa na malengo yafuatayo: kujadili masuala ya kichungaji katika ukanda huu, kuimarisha uenezaji wa Injili, kupeana motisha na moyo katika kazi ya mishonari, kuwa mashahidi wa Kristo na Injili katika ukanda huu, kuendeleza umoja miongoni mwa kanisa katika ukanda huu wa Afrika ya Mashariki. Mkutano mkuu wa maaskofu hao utafanyika katika chuo kikuu cha kanisa Katoliki Kwea kuanzia tarehe 19 hadi tarehe 26 mwezi wa Julai. Sote tumealikwa. Kauli mbiu ya mwaka huu ni safari ya sinodi kati ya AMESEA na vijana, kujenga madaraja ya ushirikiano, matumaini, haki na utawala bora. AMESEA Synodal Journey with Young People, Building Bridges of Communion, Hope, Justice and Good Governance. Was originally founded in 1961 as the Inter-Regional Episcopal Board in Eastern Africa, ITEBEA, following a proposal by the Catholic Bishops of Tanzania, then Tanganyika. The idea was to strengthen regional collaboration among the church in Eastern Africa. The initiative emerged during the church's transition from a missionary institution to a local church, inspired by Pope John XXIII's announcement of the Second Vatican Council in 1959. The first plenary assembly was held in Dar es Salaam in 1961 under the theme, The Future of the Church in Africa, bringing together bishops from the 5 founding countries, among them Kenya, Malawi, Tanzania, Uganda, and Zambia. Discussions focus on pastoral collaboration, Catholic education, media, priestly formation, self-reliance, and justice and peace in the region. In 1964, during the Second Plenary Assembly in Rome, the church in Eastern Africa changed its name from ITEBEA to AMESEA to reflect a more permanent structure with a full-time secretariat. Over time, other countries joined the association, including Sudan, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and South Sudan, while Somalia and Djibouti became affiliate members. AMESEA initially held plenary assembly every 3 years, but since 2014, ordinary plenary sessions are held every 4 years to allow more effective implementation and follow-up of pastoral activities across the region.
Wow Mini Morning News.
The Catholic Church in Kenya is profoundly honored to host the 21st Plenary Assembly of the Association of Member Episcopal Conferences in Eastern Africa, or AMESEA.
Are expecting a group of 63 Kenyans to arrive a little bit later. At our Kenya High Commission now in Pretoria, we have a group of more than 100 Kenyans who are taking shelter.
Na kwa zoezi pia tumekuwa tukitry kuimplement vitu zote zenye tulikuwa tunafundishwa. So I believe game ya South Africa tutawapea kitu.
In the news today.
Kakamega Bishop raises alarm over high rate of moral decay. Pope appoints new leaders amid a series of changes within the Roman Curia. And babies born in the US have constitutional right to citizenship, rules Supreme Court. Hello to you and welcome to the broadcast. I'm Stakis Harun. Bishop Joseph Obani of the Catholic Diocese of Kakamega is calling on teachers to collaborate with parents and students as second terms continues. Speaking during the launch of the Grotto Pavilion at St. Peter's Parish in Mumias, Bishop Obani said a partnership between the trio will help reduce cases of unrest in learning institutions.
Teachers, let us collaborate and see what best we can do. But as I always say, I stand with the teachers, and because they are the parents, and I will always fight with them. But I also stand with the students when they have good character, these strikes and so on. So wale ambao mnarudi shuleni, rudi, concentrate, study and do what you came to do in school. In our schools, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. So tunaomba watoto wetu wasome vizuri. Na mengine mengi tunaweza kujadiliana.
Bishop Obanya has raised concerns over the growing rate of moral decay in the society, urging students to play their role of seeking knowledge.
So tujaribu kuweka utulivu, wanafunzi tusome, kwa sababu wakati mnafanya hivyo mnajaribia maisha ya usoni, mnaharibu tena, mnawaletea shida wazazi wenu. Hata walimu sasa inaonekana hakuna kitu wanafunza. So we should try to refrain. I think we are also, as young people, we are teaching wrong morals and we are picking wrong things that don't help us. So I actually say what we have witnessed is something shameful, things that should not happen only kwa hawa watoto wetu. Lakini sasa unaanza kuuliza hiyo mambo ilitoka wapi? Kuna vitu vinaingia katika shule zetu na hatujui. Kuna maadili ambayo yanaletwa na hatujui. Kuna madawa yanaletwa na hatujui. Kuna tabia mbaya ambayo zinaletwa na hatujui. Unapata umeweka mtoto vizuri, lakini mtoto ameanza kubadilika. Tuangalie hayo.
Wow Mini News.
Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops KCCB has called on Kenyans to pray for the success of the upcoming 21st MSA Plenary Assembly. The conference will host the Plenary Assembly from 17th to 26th of this month at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, Kenya. The Plenary Assembly will run under the theme MSA Synodal Journey with Young People, Building Bridges of Communion, of Justice and Good Governance. It will bring together over 130 Catholic bishops, clergy, religious men and women, and lay delegates from 9 member countries. Ahead of the event, KCCB Chairman and Archbishop of the Catholic Archdiocese of Kisumu, Most Reverend Maurice Muhacha, says they are looking forward to collaborate with the government to ensure the success of the Plenary Assembly.
It is a vital moment of grace. Hosting the MSA Assembly is not only a profound spiritual milestone, but also an event that significantly elevates our nation's reputation on the global stage, showcasing Kenya as a beacon of peace, hospitality, and regional integration. We look forward to the collaboration with the government agencies and officials to make this assembly a success. We invite all people of goodwill and the entire Catholic fraternity across Kenya and the East African region to unite in fervent prayer and active participation for the fruitful outcome of this plenary assembly.
Wow Mini News.
Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru has called on the Independent Policing Oversight Authority (IPOA) to investigate all reported abduction cases linked to recent demonstrations across the country. Speaking during an empowerment program at Kamaigua grounds in Kitties, Waiguru said IPOA was specifically established to handle complaints against police officers and should be held accountable if it fails to act on allegations of misconduct. Her remarks comes amid increasing pressure from human rights organizations and members of the public demanding accountability of alleged abductions and the conduct of security agencies during recent protests.
Wow Mini News.
And over to the Vatican, the Holy Father Pope Leo XIV has appointed new leaders. Amid a series of recent changes within the Roman Curia, Sister Alessandra Semerelli has been appointed as prefect of the dicastery for promoting integral human development, succeeding Cardinal Michael Zani, who has been prefect of the dicastery since 2022. Sister Alessandra, a member of the Salesian Sisters of Don Bosco, has served as secretary of the dicastery since 2021 and will now lead the department as its prefect. In other changes, Cardinal Fabio Baggio has been appointed as Pro-Prefect with special responsibility for the Laudato Si Higher Education Center. Pope Leo also appointed Father Lucio Ruiz as Secretary of the Dicastery for the Service of Charity, the body responsible for the Pope's charitable initiatives and humanitarian projects. The Dicastery for Communication and that of Service of Charity have both recently received new leaders. Now, the Holy See announced that all three appointments will take effect as from 1st of September this year.
Wow Mini News.
And across our borders, the Supreme Court has ruled that babies born in the US have a constitutional right to citizenship, rejecting Donald Trump's bid to end the 150-year-old policy. In a 6-3 decision, Chief Justice John Roberts ruled that children born in the US to parents unlawfully or temporarily present are citizens at birth under the 14th Amendment. President Trump had earlier sought to limit the right through an executive order, arguing that the children of undocumented immigrants and some temporary visitors were not subjected to the jurisdiction thereof and thus not eligible for birthright citizenship. The ruling is a major setback for Trump's immigration agenda and has been welcomed by civil rights groups. Here are a section of Americans' reactions after the ruling.
Citizenship should be valued more than it is today.
Well, that's a right that's guaranteed by our Constitution.
It was historically correct, but right now, I think it probably needs some adjustment.
People enter the country illegally, specific with the intent to have children. It's not okay.
Our nation is a nation of immigrants, and I think we should protect and uphold the rights of American citizens.
I was born in Tokyo, Japan. That country does not give me any citizenship, so it made me think about why do we give citizenship freely.
Wow Mini News.
And into sports, World Cup coast, Mexico has eliminated Ecuador with a comfortable 2-0 victory. Goals from Julian Quilmes and Raul Jimenez gave the coast a healthy advantage to win their first knockout game since 1986. Mexico will play in the round of 16 this Sunday, facing the winner between England and DR Congo, who will play the round of 32 games today at 7 p.m. East Africa time. Today's knockout stages will also see Belgium facing Africa's Senegal. The game will be played at 11 p.m. East Africa time. In yesterday's results, Ivory Coast lost 2-1 to Norway, with France eliminating Sweden with a comfortable 3-0 victory. That's the latest from our news desk. We'll be back in the next hour with further news updates. My name is Takas Harun.
Radio Wow Mini updates you fast.
Business news brought to you by Fanny Kisha. Every woman has a dream to grow, nurture, make a mark, and leave a legacy. Are you a woman in business? With Fanny Kisha, access loans from 100 Kenya shillings to over 1 billion Kenya shillings. Family insurance from 5,800 shillings yearly, LPO financing and more. SMS the word Fanny Kisha plus financial aid to 24990 or visit any Equity branch today. Good morning and a warm welcome to this broadcast. Kenya has secured 97.1 billion Kenyan shillings from the World Bank to support governance reforms, strengthen public financial management, and expand social protection as part of efforts to boost private sector investments and job creation. The funding is part of the second Kenya Fiscal Sustainability and Resilient Growth Development Policy Operation and comprises a 44 billion shillings loan from the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development and 53 billion shillings in concessional financing from the International Development Association. According to World Bank, The program backs reforms aimed at improving transparency, reducing corruption, and making public spending more efficient. While that is happening, entrepreneurs have been urged to take up insurance to cushion themselves against unexpected disasters. NCBA Insurance Managing Director Stella Njunge said many business owners only appreciate the value of insurance after suffering losses from incidents such as fire or burglary. Following the recent market fires and business losses, she noted that rebuilding a business after losing stock can be costly, especially for entrepreneurs who have invested their savings or borrowed capital. She encouraged SMEs to take up affordable business covers. In other financial news making headlines this first day of the month, the Kenya Revenue Authority has rolled out a new automated licensing system for vehicles transporting transit, goods and cargo under customs control, marking another major step in the agency's push to digitize revenue and customs operation. KRA announced that all licenses for vehicles conveying transit goods and vehicles transporting other goods under custom control will now be processed electronically starting 1st of July. The tax authority said the new system will process applications through the regional electronic cargo tracking system integrated with the integrated customs management systems.
This is not a different thing that you incur a different cost. No, it is the fact that KRA, it also embracing technology, has been able to partner with Little, and now the embedding of invoices will be automated, and the invoices not only are they just your invoices but are also e-team's invoice.
In terms of being able to support their business expenses with compliant invoices, just ensuring accuracy in return filing and correct collection of taxes. We are able now to have the correct amounts paid in terms of taxes.
A quick look at what is happening in our forex market segment. The Ugandan shilling is trading at 28 shillings and 30 cents. This comes even as the Chinese yuan is trading at 19 shillings and 6 cents. In conclusion, the US dollar is trading at 129 shillings and 50 cents. You're now up to date. From the financial desk, Christopher Akwenda is my name. Have a good morning and a blessed day ahead. Business News was brought to you by Fanikisha. Fanikisha, empowering women, fueling prosperity through networking, entrepreneurial training, and financial support. What is your dream? SMS the word Fanikisha plus financial need to 24990 or visit any Equity branch today.
This is the Bible as it is.
The book of 1 Chronicles chapter 16 verse 11. Look to the Lord in his strength, seek to serve him constantly. Recall the wondrous deeds that he has wrought, his portents and the judgments he has uttered. You descendants of Israel, his servant sons of Jacob, his chosen one. He, the Lord, is our God. Throughout the earth his judgments prevail. He remembers forever his covenant, which he made binding for 1,000 generations, which he entered into with Abraham, and by his oath to Isaac, which he established for Jacob by his statutes, for Israel as an everlasting covenant, saying, to you will I give the land of Canaan as your allotted inheritance.
The reading from the Bible, as it is written, was taken from the African Bible.
Your radio.
Tonight, somewhere in Kibera, a young child is going to sleep hungry, not because they have no dreams, but because no one has had the chance to stand with them. They dream of school, they dream of becoming a teacher, a journalist, a doctor, but poverty has a way of silencing even the brightest dreams. And that is why at Wanawake kwa Wanawake Kenya, we refuse to let those beautiful dreams die. Through education sponsorship, ICT and skills training for youth, literacy programs for women, and economic empowerment initiatives, we are not just helping, we are rebuilding lives. This August 14th, we will gather at the Royal Nairobi Golf Club for a charity golf tournament. But you don't have to be there to be part of this miracle. With from just as little as 100 shillings, yes, just 100 shillings, you can put a child back in school. You can give a young person a skill. You can restore dignity to a mother. You may never meet her, but one day she will stand strong because you chose to care. Central contribution now, pay bill number 542542, account number 221410, or call us today on 0770461263 for more information. Don't wait, because someone's future is waiting on you. Truly, I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Matthew chapter 25 verse 40. Wanawake kwa Wanawake Kenya, changing lives one act of love at a time.
A Christian radio station with a difference. 88.3 FM. This is Waumini Soul Food.
Jesus, maker of the Lord. Everywhere I go, I see you right in the beauty of nature. You shine all around. For you are everything, and everything is you. Precious Jesus, a wonderful wonder you are. Oh, 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 you're amazing, dear Lord. You are amazing, dear Lord. You're amazing, dear Lord. You are amazing, dear Lord. You amaze me, dear Lord. You amaze me, dear Lord. You are amazing, dear Lord. You're amazing, dear Lord. You are amazing.
On Radio Waumini 88.3 FM, the Catholic radio station for all. Thank you, my dear listener, wherever you tuned in from. Thank you for choosing Waumini Soul Food. Into the final hour of the day, the final conversation. The conversation continues about our Gen Zs. But before then, have you registered as a voter yet? Or do you know someone who has been meaning to register but keeps postponing? Here is a reminder to you. The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission is still carrying out continuous voter registration for eligible Kenyans. And you can register as a voter at any IEBC constituency office across the country, at Huduma centers, or by visiting the IEBC Customer Experience Center to at Anniversary Towers here in Nairobi. And there is more, by the way. The commission is also offering enhanced continuous voter registration in areas that recently held by-elections, and these These areas include Mbeere North constituency, Emurua Dikir constituency, Malava constituency, as well as Endo and Poro County Assembly wards. What do you need? It is very simple, my dear listener. Just carry your original national ID or a valid Kenyan passport. Usibaki nyuma, jiandikishe leo, kura yako ndio future yetu sote. So if you know anybody who hasn't registered as a voter, the time is now. In the meantime, my dear listener, we are still calling upon women in business. You don't need to do it alone because Equity is here to hold your hand, and that is why they understand very well that behind every woman's dream is a journey that is filled with ambition, challenges, and endless possibilities. And Fanikisha comes with a basket of solutions that are designed to support women in business to build, to grow, and to thrive by offering you both financial and non-financial solutions to suit you at every stage of growth. We are talking about insurance cover. Imagine having access to affordable health cover starting from just 5,800 Kenya shillings annually, giving you peace of mind because your family is insured and now you can focus on your business goals. We are talking about business loans here. Imagine as a woman in business, the power to access unsecured loans of up to 250 million Kenya shillings and other business loans that grow with you from 100 Kenya shillings to 1 billion Kenya shillings and even above 1 billion Kenya shillings, enabling you to grow your business to an empire. We are talking about mobile loans and credit cards here. You can also access mobile loans of up to 3 million Kenya shillings and credit card limit of up to 3 million Kenya shillings, ensuring you always have access to cash when you need it the most. And Fanikisha is designed to offer solutions that simplify your life and business operations even further. We are talking about premium cards here. With a premium debit card, you get access to a world of amazing benefits such as airport lounge access, air travel privileges, hotel discounts, and lifestyle and shopping offers, both locally and globally. We are talking about convenience when it comes to collecting payments. With Equity Till and Equity POS solutions, collecting payments become seamless, helping your business run smoothly every single day. And we are talking about internet banking solutions. With Equity Online for business banking, you have access to your account any day and any time. But even beyond finances, my dear listener, Fanikisha invest in personal growth, okay? And that is why you need to be excited as a woman in business. Through entrepreneurship trainings and mentorship opportunities, they equip you with the knowledge and connect you to other women to further grow your business opportunities. So whether you are starting, scaling, or securing your legacy, Fanikisha is designed for you. Are you a woman in business? Whether you bank with Equity or not, start your Fanikisha journey today. Plug yourself into Fanikisha to enjoy all the solutions that are brought to you courtesy Fanikisha. Fanikisha, empowering women. On Radio Umini 88.3 FM, 0712 223385 is the SMS line, or on Facebook page Radio Umini 88.3 FM. We are talking about the Gen Zs here. Do you understand now where your Gen Z is coming from? Because Joyce Maina has actually explained what has shaped them. Okay, that is exactly what you need to understand. This is a generation that has come. It was born with technology. All right. Yes, that is it. This is a generation that was born with COVID-19. It shaped them. That is actually where we left the conversation at. All right. And now we are proceeding. And now that you've understood where they are coming from, what more then? Because you are an employer, you are a mother, you are a dad, you have a Gen Z, but now there is always this one question that is lingering on your mind. Why do they think so differently from us? That is the question that is lingering on the minds of people like you, my dear listener. But before I go back to Joyce, there is a comment here from Leah. Good morning, Bram and Joyce. From where I sit, perhaps the Gen Z, being digital natives, the concern may be found in terms of the risk of excessive robotism. Regardless of our age groups, we are human beings. That is exactly what Joyce also talked about there, the negative side, okay, of them being tech savvy people. They are consuming a lot of content online, all right? Yes, hata Joyce, by the way, I don't know whether you heard as well, my dear listener, Joyce, you mentioned something to do with concentration. And that is a big challenge that these Gen Zs and also the institutions of higher learning are experiencing, okay? Mtoto tu kukaa chini na kufikiria, just writing their own thoughts has become a very big problem.
Yes.
You give a small assignment, wameruka ChatGPT. Within minutes, washakupea majibu. You see, that's what
it's quite challenging because you also see with the autocorrect.
Exactly.
Even when you tell them to write writing, you know?
Yes.
Like some of us, you know, we were in the era of letter writing.
Yes.
So grammar and everything,
was very key.
Construction was very key.
Yes.
And looking at them now, they just do autocorrect. They want WhatsApp and they want messages to be replied immediately. For us, we would send a letter. You wait for the reply before you get. I think it also taught us a bit of patience that maybe they could also, it's the one that is maybe causing a lot of anxiety that they are facing, because them it's about the immediacy and having things there and then.
Good.
So yes, this information era that they are in could also be advantageous, but at the same time could also be proved to be a challenge for their generation.
Good.
Yes.
And now, Joyce, you've made us now understand very well what has shaped this category of human beings, Gen Zs, all right? But now, this question that parents are asking, this question that employers, teachers are asking, why do they think so differently from us? Is there something different?
Indeed.
Psychologically?
Indeed.
Tell us more.
Indeed, there is something different. And it's good that we understand that even when something is different, it doesn't mean they're difficult.
Yeah.
Instead, maybe we're just seeing the behavior, which is the visible side. But there's also the psychological and the brain, which we can call the invisible part of them that we are not able to see. Because behavior actually just makes sense when we understand the person behind it. If we don't understand, then we'll be making assumption. Because the truth of the matter, the stage that they are in, we actually call them, it's the developing brain. One thing many people maybe know or don't know is that the brain actually develops from behind coming in front.
Okay.
So what happens when we are born, it goes developing. So there's this frontal part, we call it the prefrontal cortex. It's the front part of the brain, which develops way later.
Okay.
So these other parts of the brain have developed. The emotions, so you see the emotions are very, they're very emotional
beings.
We are wondering, why are they not using logic? It doesn't mean that they don't know what they're doing. But what happens is that this the prefrontal cortex continues to develop until the age of 25.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes. So it takes, even for some people, even way later, depending, because we are all uniquely made. So you find that as if we look at them, they're 18, they have their ideas, they need to be mature, they need to know and figure out how life should be. But in truth, their brain has not fully developed.
So this frontal part of the brain is the one that enables us to think logically.
Let's call it the CEO.
Okay.
It's the one now. It's responsible for judgment, for planning, for what to prioritize, decision making, even knowing when to control yourself. There's a lot of instant gratification. So this one also helps you to be able to have that delaying gratification, helps with emotional regulation.
Okay.
Because see, we've said the amygdala, the part for emotions, is already developed.
Yes.
Yeah. Also seeing consequences, especially the consequence part. For them, they don't see, especially if it's not fully developed, they don't see the consequence. You just know, I need to do this.
Yeah.
And everyone is asking, why didn't you think about it.
Now, when you're mtu mkubwa, that's what we say.
Mbona kufikiria? And they'll tell you most of the time, sikuwa nimefikiria hiyo.
Yeah.
And you know that feedback is very genuine.
Yeah.
They had not thought about it. For them, they had only thought about what to do.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's the biggest thing, that yes, they are grown-ups and they know what they're doing, but also maybe not fully.
Okay.
Because they're also growing and things are developing inside. Yes.
Wow.
They're very knowledgeable. They have learnt a lot. They have a lot of knowledge. But now they lack some executive functions.
Yeah.
Yes. That also help with that judgment, being able to make executive decisions.
Yeah.
Especially right decisions.
Wow.
Can be a challenge.
You've now made me now understand
Yes.
why most of them are succumbing to social media pressure.
Yes.
Why they don't just have the stamina
Yes.
that some of us developed while we are growing up. Una pesa umesota and you're okay.
Yes.
Wow. They don't know how to sit with being broke.
No.
They don't know.
Yes. That's why you find them, for example, they are easily addicted to some things.
Yeah.
Yeah, for example, they're broke, they need to make money. Then there's Aviator.
Imagine. By the way,
they become pilots.
Exactly, they'll become pilots. And that is why most of them are addicted.
Yes.
Quick fixes.
Yes, because it sells hope to them.
Yeah.
And they need that. And they're not thinking beyond, wait a minute, I could lose.
Yeah.
And if I lose, what becomes of that? I need to pay the debt. I have a problem, yes. But yes, I can borrow. I have Bramwell who can give me.
Yeah.
But I've forgotten. Yes, how will I pay Bramwell? I'm
sure.
just looking at my immediate need. Yes.
Wow.
So that, helps with now that delay. Knowing that, wait a minute, I can withstand this. This problem, maybe it's not a priority. I can postpone it. Let me see if I can try this. Or I can work with the lesser thing.
Yes.
Or I can start, like even like social media, it's giving them a lot of pressure such that they want to be like others.
Yeah.
And it becomes a challenge because you want to start from, 10 steps ahead rather than starting from where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to be a known musician or you want to be an artist or and instead of just starting from where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or from the known. And then now what happens? You don't even start. Because already you're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You're thinking, now you start looking at, I don't have this. I wish I had this. That one is more advantageous because of their parents or because they come from where. Yet, even from where you are, you're still capable of doing the little. The idea is to start.
Yeah.
Start little.
Yeah.
Yes. So the brain plays a big part. And for sure, I'm not saying they're not unintelligent.
Yeah.
They're extremely, I've met very intelligent Gen Zs. They're transforming the world. Their ideas are just, because they're out there, they're learning. I think what I'm trying to say is that they're just developing.
Yeah.
And if they can also give themselves time because life has its stages.
Yeah.
And we can't jump. When we jump or we want to be something we are not, we create even more problems.
Wow.
Yes.
And you've now helped me now understand this group because I usually fail and I'm amongst the people who've been asking, why didn't you think fast?
Now, the other part, I think, Bramwell,
yes.
We also have the alarm system of the brain.
Okay.
Yeah, the amygdala. And its job is just survival.
All right.
Yes. So we need to survive.
Yeah.
And in this space, you find that when, for example, they face embarrassment or even rejection, sometimes they're even bullied online. We've seen that. There's a lot of, even relationship breakups and even academic pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you find that the emotional brain, will react faster.
Yeah.
Than this thinking brain, which is still developing.
Okay.
Yes. So that's why you find that the reactions sometimes they seem a bit dramatic and more emotional than logic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I understand. Kuna mmoja aliniambia umeniambia vibaya apologize.
Uli apologize.
I did. You know, unajua, the time to submit the assignment had lapsed.
Yes.
Okay? And media, if you don't know how to manage time, Joyce, you just can't.
Everything.
Yes, you just can't get it. You must be there before. Not even on time. Before time.
Yes.
Right? So, mtoto amekuja very late. You see, pressure do you. Why are you late? Because mwalimu umeniongelesha vibaya. Apologize.
Yeah, upande yake haoni. If anything, anaona amefanya part yake.
Exactly.
Wewe ndio haumuelewi, hauoni ameleta assignment.
In fact, that's what they said.
Yeah.
Si ndio ulikuwa unataka.
Ni wewe ulikuwa unataka. Ni mimi anasomea. And you see also that also brings us now, Bramwell, also to another thing.
Yeah.
There's this thing we talk about very often, and it's a word we throw all over, dopamine. Yeah?
Yeah.
And for many people, they just think it's just a pleasure chemical.
Okay.
I know it's a feel-good hormone.
Yeah.
But it's actually about motivation.
Okay.
Yes, and the reward.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for them, you know, that like that one, you'd have told them, very good. Thank you for bringing the at least you've brought the assignment. Even if it's late,
yes,
you've brought it. So for them, that being seen, every like, every notification that they get, every comment, that's why they get frustrated. Nobody has liked my comment.
Exactly.
They want to see the views. Nobody has messaged me. Yeah. For them, this creates some dopamine.
All right.
So it motivates them. And now the brain now is learning that, yes, I like this. I like it.
Wow.
And it happens again and again. So imagine the same person now telling them that don't use ChatGPT. You need to come up with your own ideas. Yeah? And they're thinking, where do I even start?
Yes.
So even for some of them even, they will even struggle. You've said about letters.
Yeah.
For them, they've sent a message. 5 minutes later, you've not replied. They call you, why have you Bluetoothed me?
Exactly.
You should have replied.
Yes.
They want instant feedback. Can you've not seen the message? Yeah, that's my son sometimes. What do you think about what I've shared?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's that instant reward. And sometimes that one messes up everything. And it's quite a challenge because now they're chasing dopamine.
Yeah.
They want instant things. They want instant likes. They want, even attention.
Exactly.
And majority of them, you'll find them, wako tu hapo. Yeah. Scrolling, swiping, what's next? And the screen is very colorful.
Yeah.
And they're processing a lot of things at the same time. So it becomes very different for this generation when you now want to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Conversations become boring because sema nye unasema. Oh, you say, okay, sawa. They'd rather even send you an emoji.
Imagine.
And move to next.
Wow, mandika whole paragraph and respond na emoji.
Yeah. You're expecting good feedback, even if it's a short feedback.
Yes.
No, they can't do that.
Yeah.
That's why emojis are there. Some of them even now have gone to an extent of just sending a voice note.
By the way.
Now they don't have time to type, but due to correct and due to...
Unamchokesha, hiyo kufikiria ni hataki. Look at that.
There we go. So we need to understand that that's their generation.
Yeah.
And for real, it becomes a challenge because a lot of things, because of wanting this attention, they're also struggling in relationships.
Yeah.
Because, any relationship requires a lot of patience. Yeah, it requires a lot of understanding.
Yeah.
Careers need consistency. You can't be here kidogo,
Yeah.
You tend to miss some things. Even being with you, even if you're not married, being with parents, they can only understand you if you're there. They hardly see you. You're always in your room. You're always out there, with everyone else except with the close relations. So there's a lot of disconnect in terms of even relationship. And even sometimes we find that they are struggling with things like even forgiveness. Yeah, they hold on to things so much. We've seen even some of the banter and even some of the things that even on social media, things that they should have let go.
Exactly.
We should have resolved this a long time.
A long time ago.
But they hold on to it.
Yeah.
And because they don't waste even their time on it. They're like, huyu alitukasirisha, umeshaweka kwa hiyo box.
Na umefunga chapter wameenda.
Yeah. So if they meet you, they're like, no.
Yeah.
So it becomes a big challenge because also we know that healing, of course, takes time.
Yeah.
And of course, success also requires a lot of delayed gratification.
Exactly.
We can't just be all winners at the same time. Yes, we all want to win. We are all striving to that. But let's also go step by step.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. And I've liked you've taken us deeper into the psychological aspects, why they do what they do in a manner in which they do. And I like that. And in as far as this is concerned, Joyce, you will hear this generation is also experiencing unprecedented level of anxiety, loneliness, burnout, and identity confusion. Why are they struggling so much?
Yes. So this generation, as we've said, there's a lot of misunderstanding.
Yeah.
And they face all these challenges because of where they are. And I was talking about the paradox earlier. And we can say this paradox is where they're struggling, but there's also the reality of things.
Yeah.
There are two similar opposites happening at the same time. For example, they are the most connected.
That is true.
But at the same time, they are lonely.
Yeah.
Yes. They are on Instagram, they are on all social medias. They have everyone, they talk to everyone. They comment about everything and everyone. Even now, maybe in our social page, they've commented something,
yes.
you know? But they have no one to really talk to. They don't have friends or a person that they can go to. And that also has an impact because we find that they're the same people, so we are seeing an increase in suicidal ideations, feeling that they're so alone and helpless. There's nothing much that they can do. And they struggle a lot because they have closed themselves. They have almost alienated themselves. They're like, there's someone who was saying they're called keyboard warriors. So they're okay in their own spaces, typing, commenting, and doing things, but they want to be heard.
Yeah.
And meaningful connections and relationships come from interactions. So we can't rule out the human interaction.
Sure.
In as much as we would want to, stay connected with everyone else, the world, you're commenting about people, even in South Africa with what's going on at the moment and everywhere else. If you're not connecting at a human level, even we've seen some research that has shown that majority of the people, when they have maybe even psychological or even mental issues, they go to ChatGPT, or even other forums where they just ask and they want to, and at some point it will tell you need a human touch.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is true.
Yeah, because it can't do everything for you. There are some things that you really need to connect with a person.
Because ChatGPT is not a human being.
Yes.
It doesn't have emotions.
That's the part.
Okay. Sasa hata kusikiza, you see?
Yes.
So that lack of human touch is now what is sending them to depression.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And you find that they are afraid also of being judged.
Yeah.
Already we can see they are judged. We can see everyone is very critical about what they do and how they are doing it.
Yeah.
So they've also felt, judged before even being understood. So they tend to, be more confident online because they feel maybe online they're able to really be themselves.
Yeah.
They're able to speak freely. But when they come now to the society, us as parents, maybe we don't understand them. Even their grandparents or even other generations, they don't understand. Even their own peers don't understand them because everyone is going through their own struggle.
Yeah.
And everyone feels that I need to belong, but nobody is giving me that space.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to push. So it's almost like they're fighting throughout.
Yeah.
And they're struggling to really belong. And it becomes a big challenge because, yes, you have many followers. You are talking to them. They're engaging you every time. You're doing live shows. You're doing what. But at the end of it all, after that particular show or session that you have, you go back, you're struggling with acceptance, you're even struggling, how was it?
Yeah.
Did I do it correctly? Is there anybody, that comment that was sent to me, how should I interpret it, you know? And they also lack a lot in terms of mentorship.
Yeah.
Because they could be, have people who they look up to, but they don't have someone that can help them and hold them and walk with them through that path. So it becomes a big challenge for them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's like they're doing life alone, and yet we are here. Okay?
And the message, I think, at the end of it all, we're just here to tell them that this life, you do not have to walk it alone.
Exactly.
Because no man is an island.
Yeah, no man is an island. That is very true.
Yes.
And having understood that, Joyce, you've explained where they're coming from, the psychological aspect of it, and why they're still continuing to struggle, regardless of their huge connections that they might be having. But the big question still remains, what do they need from us? How can we support them instead of simply criticizing them?
Okay. There are many ways we can support them. And maybe as we talk about support, it's also important we know that in truth they're struggling.
Yeah.
They are facing a lot of anxiety, that fear of being misunderstood. Have I failed? Am I being left behind? Am I not good enough?
Yeah.
Everyone else is ahead of me because maybe you're looking at the global, from the global perspective. They are the same people who are also clinically depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are very exhausted. They are withdrawing. They are losing interest in things that ordinarily they would enjoy. You find that someone even used to love football. It's World Cup season, but they're not watching it because they feel life is too heavy for me.
Yeah.
And we've mentioned about the loneliness, even identity, who they really are. Many of them struggle with knowing who they are. And those are some of the things even that we help them in therapy to do those assessments, to know who they are, and give them even purpose, yeah? And help them even to just know who they are in this big world which they belong in. And there are many things that Gen Zs need from us. And I'd say one of the things that they really, really need is they need love. A lot of love.
Yeah.
Yeah, many of us are very quick to lecture them of what they don't know, or what they should know, or what they need to do. They need love before lectures.
Okay.
Yeah, because correction without relationship actually leads to rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah, because why are you correcting me in the first place? And from where? As who? You know? So they need a lot of love. They need connection, because this connection is the one that creates influence.
Yeah.
And it makes them also feel safe. That, yes, this is a safe space. I'm being understood. I feel like, I can really be myself. It's not just about lecture, what you should do, what you should not do. Yeah, because already they know that.
Yeah.
We've said they're smart people. They know what is right and what is wrong.
Wrong, sure.
Yeah, and also maybe as parents, presence. I know we are busy. We are looking for money everywhere.
Yeah.
We are trying to make ends meet, and sometimes we even, as parents, we forget to be parents, and sometimes we even offer them very expensive gifts.
Yeah, sure.
To compensate for the lost time. it could help also. Doing simple things, going for walks together, doing simple activities, like even at home, praying together.
Yeah.
Just spending a minute to really know, how are you? Like really. Yeah, hold their hand, just check on them and know, yeah, yes, you were still looking for a job. How is it coming along? How's your gig? Their interests that seem very wild. Yeah, it's important that we be present parents as well.
Yeah.
And it's also very important to have boundaries because we've seen that Gen Zs need freedom.
Yeah.
And freedom, of course, without boundary will bring a lot of confusion. So, and if we communicate these boundaries well, we'll know. Hapa nikifika hapa, now it's I'm overstepping it.
Yeah.
So, as parents, let's know, not okay, be in their business, but not really
too much. Ni kama you are helicopter parenting.
Unajua na hii mambo ya you know, what do you call them? CCTVs. Yeah, we are monitoring them.
Everything.
It's okay, but also let's
Yeah.
to also save
moderation.
us. Everything in moderation. I like that.
Yeah.
Yes, everything should be done in moderation. I think the other thing, in as much as yes, we are saying that we want to tell them so many things, it's important that we listen.
Yeah.
Let's listen to them. They have many questions. We are seeing they are struggling with so many things. And if we can just listen to them, listening without wanting to correct it or wanting to, to prove a point to them, but just listening.
Yeah.
Knowing that someone listens to them and maybe asking also the right questions as we listen can really help them, because when we listen, we are able to even help them better.
Good.
Yeah.
And I like the way you've highlighted love before lectures, presence, boundaries, and then listening. But again, Joyce, as we are winding up, you'll realize that this life is not a bed of roses.
Yes.
It comes with its own fair share of challenges, okay? Unexpected turns. All right? So they need to be resilient human beings.
Yes.
Okay? Where we are, it is like whatever they say is their way. Whatever they are demanding for, they get it. Okay? So how can we truly prepare them for the future? And how do we build a resilient Generation Z?
That's a very important question, because we've seen that these people, they want to be seen, they want to be heard, they want to belong, they want to discover, they want to be equipped, they want to be taught. And one of the things that can help them become more resilient is to build strong mental health.
Okay.
I'm liking that I've seen them in the counseling rooms. They're really embracing it more than even the other generations.
Yes, sure.
They are seeking for help. They're not shying away from help. And I think it's a very good thing. So what we can also do is we stop judging them. We normally say without good mental health, everything else suffers.
Yeah.
That's where relationships suffer, work suffers. Yeah, we've talked about their decision making, so it also suffers. We know now they'll be more emotional. So we need to help them be more emotionally aware of where they are, and help them with healthy coping skills. I know for many of us, even like parents, some of the life that we live, we're also setting very bad examples for our children, be it the absence, be it also some of the lifestyle choices that we've made, and they're affecting them. We need also to help them with proper stress management techniques, such that, they're going through a lot. And even to be able even to just emotionally strong and emotionally to be able to regulate their emotions. Screaming is not the only solution. You can breathe in, you can take a break. You don't have to rush to say something. Take your time to say something. And even to know when and how to seek for help. It's important that let's normalize therapy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like
and normalize asking for help.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing that they also need to build resilience is to help them discover purpose. If a young person knows who they are, what they value, and where they are going, they'll most likely be less distracted by the trends. Because they'll know, we are Christians, the catechism says this and this, we are guided by it. So I cannot do some of these things that people are trying to normalize them, quote unquote. So it give them purpose. Show them directions, encourage them in their gifts. We are all talented differently. Not all of us can be doctors. Not all of us can be, if they are more passionate about certain things, their talents, their different strengths. Let's go ahead, even their calling.
Yeah, true.
Let's encourage them. If you have one child and they want to become a priest or a sister, please
support them.
Very true.
And expose them as well.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Joyce, time is up. I'll give you a minute to give your parting shot and also your number as we conclude.
Okay. For me, I think maybe I would encourage the Gen Zs. Let's get more sleep. Let's exercise regularly. Let's develop healthy hobbies. Let's practice gratitude. But most importantly, let's pray. And reflect and put God first in everything that we do, and also seek mentorship. I think I wish them well. It's a challenging generation, but we love you so much.
Good.
So
thank you.
My number is 0720 364629. Yes, 0720 364629.
All right.
Yes.
Good. Joyce, what a beautiful show. You've opened my mind. I am going to deal with them differently because I have acquired new knowledge today. So I believe our dear listener has acquired some new information today. Asante sana.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Very humble.
Asante sana. Looking forward to having you next week, God willing as well.
Asante, looking forward to the same.
All right. Asante sana, my dear listener. So if you are a parent of a Gen Z, remember to get in touch with Joyce. She's ready to hold your son's daughter, your son or your daughter's hand. She's ready to journey with you as a parent, because it is not easy, by the way, parenting them. And that is why you need to contact her. 0720 364629. That is the number. 0720 364629. And that marks the end of the conversation today. Thank you for your company. Let's do this again tomorrow, God willing. Asante sana, mama.